Good day and welcome. I'm Stefan with Trending Update USA, bringing you an inspiring story from the world of tennis that transcends the court and celebrates the growing influence of women in sports and culture. Coco Gauff, the young American tennis sensation whose rise has been nothing short of remarkable, has been named to Forbes' prestigious list of America's most powerful women in sports, joining legendary icon Serena Williams and two other highly influential tennis figures. This recognition places Gauff in elite company, marking not only her athletic achievements but also her expanding role as a voice, leader, and symbol of empowerment in the sporting world. The list, curated annually by Forbes, highlights women who are shaping the future of sports through their influence, leadership, and impact beyond competition, and Coco Gauff's inclusion shows just how far she has come in her journey from prodigy to powerhouse. At just 20 years old, Gauff's presence on this list is a defining moment, one that cements her status as a generational figure in women's tennis. Her name now appears alongside Serena Williams, one of the greatest athletes of all time, whose impact on the game and on women's empowerment has spanned decades. Also featured are tennis icons who have not only dominated on the court but also shaped the business and advocacy landscape of sports. For Gauff, being recognized alongside her idols is not just an honor, it's a reflection of how her influence has begun to transcend tennis itself. She has become a symbol of inspiration for young athletes across the globe, demonstrating that excellence in sport can coexist with integrity, intelligence, and purpose. Forbes cited Gauff's growing influence both as an athlete and as a role model who represents a new generation of empowered women in sports. Her inclusion comes after a year of stellar accomplishments on and off the court. On the competitive side, Gauff solidified her position among the world's elite players with impressive performances throughout the WTA season, including memorable victories and deep runs at major tournaments. But what makes her stand out even more is her voice, her willingness to speak on issues that matter, from equality and education to mental health and social responsibility. Gauff's maturity and poise have made her a respected figure not only in tennis but in the broader world of sports leadership. Forbes noted that Gauff's influence extends into realms that many athletes her age have yet to reach. With major endorsement deals, global appeal, and an ever-growing fan base, she has become one of the faces of modern tennis. Yet, her focus remains on more than just commercial success. Gauff has used her platform to advocate for causes she believes in, from promoting education and youth engagement to encouraging civic participation. Her authenticity and sense of responsibility resonate with audiences, and this connection with fans, combined with her competitive spirit, positions her as one of the most dynamic figures in all of sports today. Joining Serena Williams on this list is particularly symbolic. Williams, who has long been a mentor and source of inspiration for Gauff, paved the way for the next generation of Black female athletes to thrive in spaces where they were historically underrepresented. Gauff's inclusion alongside her idol represents a passing of the torch, a recognition that the influence of Serena's era is evolving into a new generation led by young women like Coco who embody confidence, social awareness, and excellence. This moment highlights not just Gauff's personal achievements, but the legacy of empowerment that women's tennis has built over the years, thanks to trailblazers who transformed the sport into a global platform for equality and representation. Gauff's rise has been nothing short of meteoric. Since her breakout moment at Wimbledon in 2019, when she stunned the world by defeating Venus Williams as a 15-year-old qualifier, she has been on an upward trajectory defined by determination, discipline, and grace. Each season, she has continued to elevate her game, culminating in Grand Slam victories and WTA titles that have established her as a genuine championship contender. However, what truly sets her apart is how she handles her success, with humility, gratitude, and purpose. She has often spoken about the importance of using her platform responsibly, and her actions reflect that commitment. Whether speaking at press conferences or engaging with fans online, Gauff projects a level of authenticity that connects deeply with people around the world. Her influence also extends into fashion, culture, and brand representation. Gauff has become one of the most marketable athletes of her generation, partnering with major brands that align with her values. These partnerships have not only expanded her reach but have also allowed her to amplify positive messages around empowerment and inclusion. Forbes' recognition underscores that being powerful in sports today is not just about winning titles but about shaping narratives, inspiring change, and leading by example. Gauff's presence on the list is a reminder that influence in the modern era is measured by impact, and her impact is undeniable. The Forbes list of America's most powerful women in sports is known for celebrating those who redefine leadership. Alongside Serena Williams and the other two tennis figures, Gauff's inclusion represents a generational bridge, from the legends who built the foundation of women's tennis to the new leaders who are carrying that legacy forward. The synergy between past and present is evident in how these women use their platforms. Serena revolutionized the business and representation side of sports, showing that athletes could be moguls. Gauff is following in her footsteps, representing a modern, socially conscious generation that blends athletic excellence with cultural relevance and advocacy. Fans and analysts have responded with overwhelming positivity to Gauff's inclusion. Social media erupted in celebration as supporters, fellow athletes, and commentators praised her accomplishment. Many pointed out that her recognition is not only well-deserved but symbolic of how much she has matured in such a short time. Messages from fans around the world congratulated her, noting how she continues to serve as an example of dedication, talent, and character. Young athletes in particular see her as a role model who proves that success can come through hard work, humility, and staying true to one's values. Gauff's journey to this point has not been without challenges. Like any elite athlete, she has faced moments of doubt, tough losses, and public scrutiny. Yet through it all, she has shown resilience that defines champions. After every setback, she has returned stronger, using each experience to refine her game and strengthen her mindset. This mental toughness, combined with her natural athletic ability and strong support system, has helped her navigate the pressures of global fame at such a young age. Her family, particularly her parents, have played an instrumental role in keeping her grounded and focused, ensuring that her career development has always been built on the right principles. Beyond the headlines, Gauff's recognition on Forbes' list is part of a larger story about the evolution of women's sports. More than ever before, female athletes are shaping the global sports economy, influencing cultural trends, and redefining what leadership looks like. For Gauff, being part of that movement means carrying forward a responsibility to inspire, to speak, and to lead with authenticity. Her generation of athletes is increasingly aware that their voices matter, and Gauff is proving that those voices can drive meaningful conversations about inclusion, equality, and opportunity. In interviews following her inclusion, Gauff expressed gratitude and humility, acknowledging the women who came before her. She mentioned Serena Williams as a lifelong inspiration, crediting her with breaking barriers that made it possible for players like herself to dream bigger. She also emphasized that this recognition motivates her to continue improving, both as a tennis player and as a person. This humility and focus are qualities that have endeared her to fans worldwide, setting her apart as an athlete who values growth and gratitude as much as victory. As she prepares for the next stages of her career, Gauff's role as both an athlete and an influencer will likely expand even further. She continues to evolve her game, fine-tuning her technical skills while maintaining her commitment to off-court initiatives. Sponsors, organizers, and fans alike recognize that she represents the future of tennis, a future defined by diversity, strength, and purpose. Her presence alongside Serena Williams and other influential tennis figures on Forbes' list symbolizes not just individual success but the continued rise of women's tennis as a cultural and social force. The significance of this recognition goes beyond accolades. It is a reflection of how Gauff has become part of a lineage, a continuum of athletes who use their platforms to challenge stereotypes and elevate the role of women in sports. For young girls watching around the world, seeing Coco Gauff's name next to Serena Williams is not just inspiring, it's a statement that the next generation is ready to carry the torch forward. Her story serves as proof that passion, perseverance, and authenticity can create change, on and off the court. As the WTA Tour continues and the tennis calendar moves forward, Coco Gauff's influence only grows. Her journey from teenage sensation to one of the most powerful women in sports reflects a rare combination of skill, intelligence, and character. She has shown that power in sports is not just about dominance, but about resilience, leadership, and the ability to inspire others to believe in themselves. Forbes' recognition of her achievements marks another milestone in a career that seems destined for greatness, and the world will undoubtedly continue to watch as she writes the next chapters of her extraordinary story. In celebrating Coco Gauff, Serena Williams, and the other influential tennis figures on Forbes' list, the message is clear: women's tennis continues to lead by example. These athletes are not only champions in competition but also pioneers of progress, representation, and empowerment. Their stories remind us that greatness is measured not only by trophies but by impact, and Coco Gauff is proving that her legacy will shine far beyond the boundaries of the court.